Hi everybody, this is Miss Kay, the counselor for the nations, and I wanted to give you guys another activity that you could do if you have the time and are interested. So this week we are doing the What Bugs You activity, and I'm going to put this up closer to the screen so that you guys can see. So to say like what bugs you is kind of like a way of saying what kind of makes you mad, what feels kind of irritating, maybe what drives you crazy, maybe that's something you know. Just kind of like what's going on in your life that if you could flick away or squash like you squash a bug or flick away like you flick a bug away, what would you want to get rid of? So to do this, I just want you guys to draw a little bug. Here's my little bug. I drew a girl bug, and anyway, so, and just like with all of our drawing stuff, you can be as detailed as you want to. If you like that stuff, you can draw a really detailed fun bug. Or you can just draw a circle if you don't want to spend that time on it. And then inside your bug, so if you have more things than this, draw a bigger circle, draw a bigger bug. But inside, write out all the things that bug you. And so I came up with some examples. I wrote, my sister's loud music, not being able to go outside much, everybody being home all the time, missing my friends, and needing a space where I can be by myself. So those are the things that might be bugging you. And this one, maybe I should have written like not having a space where I can be by myself. But you get the idea. So after you write out all the things that bug you and you kind of get that out of your system, take a big deep breath. Right, and just kind of clear that out. And then take a look at what's on here and ask yourself first, what is totally out of my control? And hopefully you will have at least some control over most of the things on your list. But I think the one on this bug that I would say is not in anyone's control is this one right here, on the bottom, everybody being at home all the time, right? That's just kind of how things are right now. Hopefully that is going to be changing soon as people are starting to go back to work, but I would just cross that one off, and you can pray about that one, and you can draw about that one and talk about that one more if that's hard and there are some big feelings around it that need to come out. That totally makes sense, but right now we are kind of stuck at home with whoever we're stuck at home with. So, but let's look at, so we crossed out one, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4 things that we could do something about. So the first one says my sister's loud music. So what are some options that we can think of that we could maybe come up with for sister's loud music? Number one is you could try talking to her about it. Try asking her to play her music more quietly, or to use headphones or earbuds. And when you do this, don't do it yelling, don't do it when you're in the middle of a fight, but go to your sister when you're calm and when she's calm and say, hey, sometimes when you play your music, it's really loud for me. Would you mind playing it a little softer, or maybe using your headphones, because when I am in the other room trying to watch a movie or trying to read a book or whatever you like to do, just sometimes it's really hard to do anything else because their music is so loud, if that's what's going on. So, headphones, okay? If that doesn't work, okay, if you try this and your sister says, nope, I'm gonna do what I want to do and it doesn't matter what you want, then I think it's okay to ask someone else to help you. So this is not like tattling. This would be like going to the grown-up in your house, your mom or your dad, or your aunt or whoever, and say, hey, this is what's going on with my sister's music. I went to her calmly. This is what I said. This is what she said. Can you help me? And see if that works for you. And I really do think one of those two options is probably going to help. So I actually wrote out the plan for getting the music turned down. If it helps you to write out your plan, if that helps you think through it, go for it. If it doesn't help you, you don't have to do it. But let's think about these other ones. Okay, so we've got a solution for Sister's loud music. Not being able to go outside much. Talk to your parents about this and see if maybe now that things are kind of being lifted, if maybe you could go out a little more often. Or try to pay attention yourself to when maybe there's a time of day when there are less kids outside. And so maybe you could go out then, and it would feel safer for mom and dad if they're really trying to keep you in and keep you safe. Or maybe they have other ideas. Maybe they could bring some outside kind of things in. Like maybe you could have some plants inside, or maybe you could, maybe you guys could do like a YouTube workout video together to where it's not the same as being outside, but you still get to move and you still get exercise. And that's something that you get outside that's important. So you that one is a harder one, but I think with your really creative brain and your family's experiences and creative brain together, you can figure that out, okay? This one here, missing your friends, I know it's hard, it's so hard these days. Because we don't get to go to school or go to For the Nations and see our friends. But, you know, having Google Meets with your friends and having Zoom time with your friends, if that's allowed, is good. Also, if you live near your friends, you can go outside and have them go outside at the same time. And you can talk loudly, or you can hold up signs and talk to each other. I've also seen some kids do some like collaborative drawing with their neighbors to where they'll use either sidewalk chalk or paper, and they'll draw something, and then their neighbor will draw what they drew, but then they'll add to it. So like maybe if you drew like a sun, you would hold up that sunshine, and your friend would also draw some clouds or some grass, and you kind of do that together. So you don't get to actually be in each other's space together, but it feels closer. So those are all ideas, and I'm sure you guys have some great ideas too on what you can do, how to help people who are missing their friends. So tell us what works for you. Comment on this video, or wherever you're watching this, Facebook or whatever platform, and yeah, and let us know what's working for you. Needing a space where you can be by yourself. So You may be able to do this by yourself. Like maybe you can take your pillow and a blanket and a book and put it in a closet during the day, and that can be kind of your alone space. And maybe that's fine with your parents if you just do it that way. But maybe at your house, you don't have a room that's only your room. Everybody shares all of the spaces, so you might have to talk to your mom and dad and say, hey, I just need a little space. I don't need a lot of space. I need a little space, a little corner of a room, a place where I can be by myself, read my book, listen to my music, whatever you like to do, and see if they can help you come up with an idea of a space that you can use that will be just yours. Okay, so see, here's our bug, and we've got lots of solutions there and lots that can be done. And not only do I think that you guys can really handle and squash those things that bug you, but I think the other people in your house can also help you with this. And hopefully your friends online at For the Nations can also help too. Okay, thanks guys. I hope to see you really soon. Let me know if you watched this video and if it helped you. Okay, thanks. Bye.